Hello and welcome, my friends. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. Thank you so much for joining me once again, wherever you are, whenever you are. Today I have a new one. It is, I'm going to try and pronounce it correctly, Roman Picisan. This actually is a reaction to Alip Bata playing this song. It's a Dewa 19 cover. Those of you who do not know, Dewa 19 is probably one of the most famous Indonesian rock bands. But I don't know this song. I don't listen to them other than when I do encounter certain covers. So what I decided to do was this is going to be an extended bonus reaction. I'm going to start by listening to the original version by Dewa 19, a live performance, and then go ahead and watch Alip Bata's version, and then I'm not going to do a comparison so much, but just sort of talk about how his version was in comparison to the original, and we'll just see where it goes from there. So thank you so much. Kopi, mana kopi to all of my Indonesian friends. So good. And I hope you guys are well wherever you are. Why don't we get started?
Roman Picisan.
Picisan. Okay.
Matamu bagai busur padan, engkau lepaskan ke jantung hatiku. Meski kau simpan cintamu masih tetap nafasmu, wangi hiasi suasana. Saat ku pencium manis bibirmu, cintamu tak harus miliki dirimu. Meski pari mengiris, iris segala janji. Aku berdansa di ujung gelisah, diiringi syadu lembut lakumu. Kau sebar benih agung jiwamu, namun kau tiada menuai buah cintaku. Yang adanya sekuntum rindu. Cintaku tak harus miliki dirimu. Meski peri mengiris, iris segala janji. Malam-malamku bagai malam seribu bintang yang terbentang di angkasa. Bila kau di sini, untuk sekedar menemani, untuk melintasi wangi yang selalu tersaji di satu sisi hati. Malam-malamku bagai malam seribu bintang yang terbentang di angkasa. Bila kau di sini, untuk sekedar menemani, untuk melintasi wangi yang selalu tersaji di satu sisi hati. Malam-malamku bagai malam seribu bintang yang terbentang di angkasa. Bila kau di sini, untuk sekedar menemani, untuk melintasi wangi yang selalu tersaji di satu sisi hati.
before we get into that, I just want to take a look at the lyrics. Look into your eyes like an arrow that you release into the heart of my heart. Even if you keep your love still, keeping my breath fresh when you kiss your lips, your sweet lips. My love doesn't have to have you, even though it hurts to slice all promises. I'm dancing on the restless end, accompanied by a gentle siadu, I don't know what that is, of your behavior. You have sown the seeds of your soul, but you are not reaping the fruits of my love. All there is a longing. My love doesn't have to have you, even though it hurts to slice through all the promises. My nights are like the night of 1,000 stars that stretches out in space when you're here to accompany you to cross the fragrant, which is always presented on one side of the heart. My nights are like the night of 1,000 stars that stretches out in space when you're here to accompany to cross the fragrant, which is always presented on one side of the heart. My nights are like, okay. So it's a repeat. You guys let me know if Google Translate got those lyrics right. Definitely poetic, definitely a love song. You could obviously feel that going on there. This was from 7 years ago, live in Japan, as a matter of fact. So, wow, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, now let's get on with Mr. Ali Bata's version. Oh, so nice. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. I really appreciated how he handled that song. It was so nice to have it fresh in my mind listening to the original. You know, I boy, I think what I loved most about his version were those little flourishes that he put in there, those little runs on the scale, if you want to call it that. But I call them flourishes because that's what they are. They're there to give it a little bit extra something, like a artist putting a little extra vibrant colors into the painting, or um, a little extra something in there for us to enjoy. uh, and it just really is up to his interpretation how he wants to do that. I think it was pretty straightforward as far as his approach. There was nothing that was like so mind blowing, other than the fact that he how smooth he is when he plays, how relaxed he is. Um, the mastery, the skill is always evident whenever he picks up his guitar and he plays for us. But that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. You're looking at a song that is an entire band created, so he has to take certain elements out of that. So he's going to focus on the harmonic structure, which is your chord progressions, and he's going to focus on the melody. And so there wasn't anything complex with the harmonic structure or melody, but the way that he chose to emphasize it was really, really nice. And like I said, he tied all of these sections together with his little flourishes that he does on the guitar that gave his signature to the song. So it was definitely a tribute. It was very slightly transformative in the sense that it wasn't purely exactly obviously the way the band did it, because it's just one man on a guitar. So he has to change things to make it work for him. But other than that, I mean, I think it was just absolutely, it's a beautiful song. It really is. And I think it's one of those songs that I prefer to hear it on the guitar, because of its just the nature of the melody seems to fit the guitar better. The live version, it was cool. It was good. There were certain parts that just didn't grab me though, but hearing those parts on the guitar was much more apropos. It was much more engaging, and it was much more satisfying that way. So very cool. Always amazing to listen to Ali Bata, and always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. Thank you so much for returning to the channel. Please check out the description box below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. God bless you. Jesus loves you. And make sure you love one another.